In this lesson, I'm going to teach you two advanced uses of the present simple. Let's begin by looking at this plane. You are not on it, someone else is on it. In fact, it's your mother. If someone asks you about your mother, you could possibly say this. My mother's plane left on time, so it is likely she will be arriving at her destination at the moment. Now, what's the first thing you notice? Perhaps it's this. The form here is will be plus the verb plus ing. She will be arriving. Now, normally we think that's the future continuous form, and that's for something happening in the future. But notice the time here. It is likely she will be arriving at her destination at the moment. So here we're actually using will be followed by the verb for a present situation. Why? Because we want to do this. To say what we think is true about the present based upon our prior knowledge. So we're not there. Someone else is there. We're thinking about the activity that is going on in another place that we cannot see. We are imagining, we are speculating on what we think is true at the moment. And if it's an activity, we can use will be followed by the verb followed by ing to explain what we believe is true about an activity somewhere else that we're not involved in. So it's a surprising use of the future continuous with a present simple meaning. For our second use of the present simple, look at the picture here of someone who is trying to get ready for shooting a video. Have you ever done this? And has anyone ever given you advice after you've done it? Common advice might be this. The reviewer recommended that the video writer spends more time on graphics. So what's happened here? Well, we start off with a past simple clause to begin with. The reviewer recommended. But notice we go into a present simple that clause. That the video writer spends more time on graphics. So we don't use the past here, we use the present. And the reason here is this. We can do this when we use a that clause to explain more about an instruction or proposal. The reviewer has recommendations here. They recommended in the past. But now we go into more detail about what they explained. And this is what they explained. The video writer spends more time on graphics. It's a general piece of advice. It wasn't necessarily to be done the next day after the recommendation. It's advice that they should take in general for all the videos they do. So rather than have a past meaning, it has a present meaning because it's a general meaning. And it's explaining more about this instructional proposal by the reviewer. The form, very quickly, is the clause followed by that, followed by a clause with the present simple verb, even if the first clause has a past simple verb.